Chosen ones, what's going on? I'm back with another video. Excuse my chest hairs, but the name of this video is gonna be "The NARC is Mad," because the way you're because Chip, the NARC is mad, chosen ones, because the way you're not allowing that the way that they're treating you to enter into you. This is why you got everybody mad, chosen ones. Listen up, chosen ones. The NARC is highly mad. Whether you believe it or not, whether they want you to know or they don't want you to know, that they are highly upset because the of the purity the chosen ones have. The chosen ones have a purity inside of them uh, that you hold within. Chosen ones, you are unbothered. Even though sometimes you're human, so sometimes you feel this way or you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You feel, okay, uh, I'm being tried to the maximum of the narcissist's ability right now. Every day not the same, but the fact of the matter and the truth of the matter is that because you're the chosen one, you have a purity about you that if you tap in and stay aligned with the whole time, it frustrates everybody because they need you to move out of whack so that they can uh, get under your skin. This is why I say you haven't been allowing the way that they have been trying to treat you to enter into you, because it's one thing for people to treat you away and it's another thing for you to take it. And we live in a society that's so hell bent on picking on one another and outsmarting them one another and chess matching one another. And you always hear the term, oh, you playing checkers and they playing chess. Or you hear all this psychological, witty maneuvering talking. And it's very, very fun to talk about. It is very, very fun when you're winning and you're winning in that department. But when somebody thinks that they figured you out, somebody thinks they knows the pressure points to push, and they know that what makes you mad and tick. Chosen ones, you got to be on top of your game and knowing that, hey, where is my okay? They want to figure out what annoys me, but I want to figure out what makes me the best version of myself. And so inadvertently, what the narcissist knows is that everybody's life have the ability to go up and down on a pendulum. And when it comes to health, mental health, strength, physical health, uh, just all things, chosen ones. Like there's no limit to what could be uh, abused and what can't. And so people got a real sly way of abuse in America and in this culture. They got a real sly. And so what I noticed, chosen ones, is that it's certain people who don't even deserve to lick the bottom of your shoes. There's certain people who don't even deserve to know your name. They don't deserve to be around you, bro. This is what you're facing. If you're facing a narcissist, or I mean, I ain't even talking about somebody who know you all the time. Sometimes it's a new woman. You get a new girl number. Sometimes you get a new person number. You chopping it up, and based on the temperature and climate that these women are in. I'm not coming at all women because a lot of y'all good women, but a handful of y'all do got a mentality to you, and I'm not mad at it. Have your mentality, but like I said, there's no camaraderie in that. There's no respect. There's too much battle, too much of a battle. Say I'm the boss of a job and I'm hiring people. It's more likely that, some guys is going to trip out, but it's more likely that chosen ones, some of these women going to really have an attitude on certain days because, first of all, like when we think about it, what type of food they eat, what type of just the mentality that they be having nowadays. You know, I'm not even offended because, like I said from the beginning of this video, chosen ones, we can't really allow their impurities to match or to cloud or even get close to our purities. You feel me? That's what be happening in society from what I see. Like I said earlier, you get somebody number, you chop it up, and they may smell one thing about you that's weak or off or whatever. Fair game. You know what I'm saying? They got the right to be a shark in the water and attack or to just leave you alone and block you or delete you. But I promise you, chosen ones, don't take this personal. Don't take nothing personal in the matrix. It'll all it'll all be for your best interest in the long run, no matter how people treat you. And they don't want you to remember that law. They don't want you to remember that law because that law is a key to you actually healing and doing great. Because you don't need people in life, but the matrix is all about fooling you and making you think you need somebody. Uh, you only need yourself. I'm not saying teams don't go. It's not fun or it's not inclusive, and it's not more energy. To make a better, a stronger thing happen. But I'm saying like in all reality, when you're connected to the universe, chosen ones, you don't need nobody to validate you. You don't need nobody to pat you on the back. You don't need no direction. Your direction, you can fill it out. You can figure it out. And so a lot of things, like I said, you'll notice that the people that's treating you the worst, chosen ones, is the people who really, when you really sit down and logicalize it, you realize like I am wasting my time around this person. And it's crazy because, like I said, it could be a chick that you just meet yesterday, and they ain't even trying to mess with you for real, for real. But you pursued them, and so I'm learning even myself, like just to let water be, like let things be flow. You know what I'm saying? Don't even pursue. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, like at a job, like I bring it back to the analogy of the boss at the job. If you're the boss, which we all have the God-given right to be the boss of our life. Everybody's not equal, yeah, da 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 da, but we all can take our life by the horns. And because of that law, the second you try to do that, you're gonna have people who don't want you to do it off the bat. They just don't want you to do it. Now, whether they want you to do it or not, they know deep down, I can't really stop this person from. If this person really take themselves serious and really do that, I can't even stop that for real, for real. But what you'll notice, like I tell y'all, is that even if they can't stop you, it'll be a numerous of things in the matrix that pop up to like just to test you to see if you're befitting for that position. And that's fine. Like I said, don't take none of that personal, but make sure you can see it as a test rather than you getting mad or triggered or thrown off. So a lot of people lose their impurities because they are not patient, they don't wait, they don't understand how life tests them. And these things are all in the Bible and other scriptures and stuff like that. And they're just like, in my opinion, universal secrets and laws and stuff like that. And chosen ones, you are unbothered by 94%. This is a random percentage, but it's a heartfelt percentage. 94% of things that they are doing to you. It's just like I'm in their mind, it's always like they kind of just miss. You know what I'm saying? It's like not the Matrix. The Matrix never really misses, but the people that's in the Agent Smiths, it's like they always just. This is why you make them so mad, because this is why you got them mad, because like I said, it's like they're always trying to run game, but the type of person you are, you always make it to where they feel like they're a loser because they always feel like they're moving slow. Because like I told y'all earlier, the truth is within you. That fact that you don't even need nobody to tell you how to be cool, because you the cool person, you the coolest person that the narc knows. But they don't want you to know that you the coolest person. Because how can I be a narc if, how can I be Agent Smith and attack you and bring you down if I give it away that I really think you like the coolest, good looking, charming, attractive person I know? I can't beat that because that's not something I don't even know, right? But if I could bring you down with little things here and there, eventually you will have a tethered, like that's what they call it in therapy or something, a tethered personality or a tethered soul. A tethered means to connect. You know what I'm saying? Like Wi-Fi, to connect. So I won't have to abuse you or violate you, because eventually you're going to be connected and you're going to feel like how I be feeling. Like life ain't fair, bills are hard, men are trash, women are trash too, jobs ain't hiring. And you're going to adopt the connected, tethered soul. You're not going to feel free. You're not going to feel happy. You're not going to have the universe supporting you like that, because you can't be in two places at once. If you're complaining, then the universe gonna have to back off, because the universe don't it's supporting all the people that's believing in themselves. And that's why I tell you, like, the truth of the matter is that uh, you are the coolest person that most people be knowing, but you can't. This the thing. Just cause you cool, let me tell y'all real gem real quick. A lot of people don't know this. Just because you cool don't mean you're exempt from humanity and all the tragedies and bad things that go on. And because of that, chosen ones, what ends up happening is that people tend to look at you and think that you're cocky, and that they think that, hey, this person is, they're more prone, they're more willing, as I would say, to try to overthrow you or to stop you or stunt your growth, because of all of the fear that they have around you being sitting in the throne and being the person that they know you are. But it's like, this is why you can't really just be around people. Like, you can't really, God isolate everybody for a reason. And it's for you to work on yourself so much that, like God said, be separate and come out from amongst them. So, the power is in your uniqueness at the end of the day. And the truth of the matter is that, like I said, that's why they want to tether you and connect with you, because if I could bring you down, then you're not unique at all. If I bring you down, and this is what society does, bro, like crabs in a bucket. This is always, you'll see this pattern all everywhere. It's, if I could make you a clone of me, or like me, or accept things, or just, if I could morph any piece of you that to not be the original thing that you really are, then technically you're giving me reason or basis or grounds. This is why you can't, that's why I said earlier, it's some women, and I'm talking to the fellas right now, some women that don't even deserve to be near you or even ever shake your hand or hug you or none of that, let alone have sex with you, because I don't care if they look good. I don't care if they think they cool, or they think that because I'm a woman, I deserve I got woman privilege. Truth of the matter is, we all human, and it's an even scale. And people don't want you to. They don't want you to live in that even scale. They want you to live like a animal with a hurt leg. you know, in the jungle, like, everything's gonna pounce on the thing with the hurt leg. They want you to feel that because they're women, that you should be kind, and that's a ripoff because you should not be kind. Because anything that you're too kind to is an imbalance. Anything you're too kind to will take advantage. What's your bank account number? What's your social security? You know, at the end of the day, chosen ones, here's the thing, like I said, when you're living in your uniqueness and you're intact with your purity, what happens is that no one's gonna ask you what's your number, what's your this or what, because they know instead of asking, they still gonna be finessing manipulators, but they still know like, well, it ain't no point to keep finesse. Like I can only finesse this person to a certain degree, because at the end of the day, you're living in your difference. You're not the same as these people. You different. So because you different, it's gonna aggravate people, but they're gonna have to love it eventually because only Satan himself and some of his daughters and sons could actually hate that. People who got even a smither of a heart left, those are the people who gonna be like, okay, like, I can appreciate somebody who is not living in fear, not, worshiping me, not letting me grab them by the balls and pull them around. They could still have that old fashioned respect for that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody not gonna have that. And then, like I said, it's a lose lose because even if you give them fear or you give them some power, they don't not just gonna lose respect for you, and they're gonna treat you a way you never. They're gonna mistreat you like a way that doesn't meet your standard, doesn't meet even society. They would never do it in front of a judge or any. They would never do it in front of God, a judge, anybody like that. But they'll do it as soon as it's just you and them. And I find that very, very weird. But I understand that that's the laws of nature. So I'm not really even tripping. You know, One thing about me and the chosen ones that they're gonna always hate is, like I said, it's the purity. You see, I was just honest and like I was able to, even in a moment of something that seems unfair, I can't do nothing but see it for what it is because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly feel like all of our fortune is stored away in our ability to say it is what it is and to actually see it for what it is and actually understand it and accept it. That's the healthiest outlook you can ever have. Um, yeah, so I'm about to end this video, chosen ones. But yeah, your purity. Every day you wake up, it's a straight up opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of us chosen ones live in situations that are off. Um, they're not standard like what we want to be. Like a lot of us just want our own apartment or we want a little spot or whatever, and our situations ain't where they want to be. All of us. Some of us got that already. But I'm telling you right now, man. If I had my own apartment, I wouldn't even really be. I don't get it twisted. I probably say, what's up here and there, but I just be doing me, bro. But it seemed like Satan know how to catch you at a perfect phase or timeline point in your life where he know, okay, this person is really trying to win, but that makes it funner to mess with his life because he's trying to win. So it's like almost more devilish right now. Like it's more sweet. It's more sweet to mess with him at this timeline than because once he get his own spot or he's off doing this or that, it's like a lost cause. Like I'm still gonna be Satan. I'm still gonna try, but it's like, bro, like it's more obvious that I'm trying then, right? And so a lot of these chosen ones are just you just saying, man, like, don't get nobody attention. It all starts with attention, like, and it goes bigger from there to attention to attention and time is right next to each other. Like as soon as you give something your attention, as soon as you think for more than 3, 4, 5 seconds, you start going into time. And time, attention is more like this, and time is more like this. So say I'm looking at y'all, I give y'all my attention right now, and that's like a second, right? It's just a second of attention. But once that second goes 1, 2, 3, it starts to like, instead of it just being from A to B, it starts to go like uh, horizontally instead of vertically. And now you're getting a width of me almost. Like it's almost like we're sharing this moment together. Instead of it just being me looking at you and seeing you, it's like things are starting to spread like this way. And if you're not clear and don't see all these little, I want to say like notches, then you can't see it, and it's just gonna quickly act out. And then next thing you know, you're in a conversation that you really didn't vet. You really didn't vet to see if the conversation was even any amount of conducive towards your future at all. And like I said, it's gonna get at your purity at that point. It's gonna start to make you. It's gonna rot, because at that point, what you're doing is you're betraying yourself every time. Because if it's 24 hours in a day, it's at least 24 or thousands of different things I could be doing besides this, giving my attention to what a bickering or some form of badgering that you're doing. I'm not even doing it. You're doing it, but I'm paying attention. Like it get crazy real quick, you know. And you finessed out of a 24-hour day, and 24 hours to heal. People, I think that healing is so like we hear that word so much that we don't even take it serious because we don't know how capable the body is and the mind and the soul and everything could do that. We don't know how conducive it is and how it really wants to do it. So we just kind of don't take it serious. But I'm telling you right now, anything you take serious is the fact that you are still alive and that you can take it serious should be all the validation you need to know that God put it here or whatever created us put it here for us to learn how to use it. So your health and your focus and your attention, all these little elements make up the whole. And at the end of the day, if you got goals, you want to have an apartment, a car, or you want to have things, chosen ones, it's like you got to stay on a straight and narrow path. And people, like I told you, people gonna come from the woodworks trying to pull you off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I feel like it's the laws of physics, scientifically speaking. This is why you have to know science, because it's like things are gonna try to throw you off, and you got to be able to see it and acknowledge it too. Like, oh, that's what. Oh, wow, they're really trying. Hey, I ain't even say nothing back this time, and they still going. Wow, that shows you that if I did give my attention, I'll be giving my attention to like a hologram or something instead of a real person, like a dummy or something with a battery in his back, like a Chucky doll instead. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even realistic. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, chosen ones, then we have to be the ones to really take it serious and not serious. You got to take like the learning part of it serious, but take the action part kind of loosely. Like I'm not really going to act on that, and I'm going to only act in situations where I have to act. But I'm telling you right now, the NARC is such a finesse. They're really good at getting you to either answer a dumbass question or even just like ponder or give a millissplit second. If they can't get a whole minute, they'll take a millisplit second. They'll take a sprinkle of it. They'll take an indirect version of it. They'll take, anything to humiliate the soul. Because each one of us, the evil part is that the trigger happens because we all hold ourselves to a expectation to not be triggered. So as soon as you even the act of trying to heal and worry about things in the first place, the mere act of trying to heal creates a setup, an indirect setup, because the trying to heal creates the gut feeling of, hey, I just love myself. I just did something positive, which is all good. But then as soon as someone do something and then you feel triggered again, you automatically go into, dang, they got me again. Or they won't stop. I thought I was just healing. I was just doing good, but they still going. This means that they not going to stop for another 10 years. Your mind can, your mind is your greatest teammate to the narcissist, because sometimes the narc is going in real time, and sometimes they could shut up and tag team your mind and tag your mind into the game to where, okay, now I could just sit back and be a goofy while their mind is literally doing it for me. But then when their mind is clean and cleansed again, I'm going to do something really stupid. It's going to be so finely stupid, so fine tuned to stupidity, that this person is going to have to give me a mere split of his attention. Just a little scientific drop of his attention. Like, it's just gonna have to happen, because it's gonna be so random and dumb and useless that it's going to peel some form of attention out off of the man. And so this is how minute I would say the game is. Any game that you want to think about is very small. Everything is like very, very, and it's not like nothing is really grand, but everything is really, really small. Like, this is why you got to keep your balance, which is, kind of hard, because, man, like, I'm telling you, like, everything in the Matrix is geared towards non-balance. So, like I told you, it could be randomly the Chinese person, you bought some Chinese food, what you shouldn't be eating, but the Chinese person comes to your crib and they just got an attitude because they just happen to be Chinese, and it's like that's just kind of like how they moving, and then like that's kind of like in a way attacking you spiritually, and the whole goal is to have the whole environment attacking you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal is to have everything kind of offending you or affecting you, versus you just being calm and relaxed and just having things under control. Because what you'll find is 99% of women that don't like being controlled is just a trigger mechanism. They're just triggered by guys controlling them. And so who's gonna get the ashes of that trigger, that flame, that fire underneath them? Who's gonna get the ashes and the secondhand smoke from them being aggravated like that? It's gonna be the people who ain't really focused, ain't really grinding, ain't really doing all that they could do to better their life. Because when you do all you could do to better your life, it indirectly stunts all of that. So, chosen ones, like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. This was a beautiful video. Hopefully, y'all like it. See you on the next video. I'm going.